Hey, how's it going there, guys? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys a brand new Nanatsu no Taizai chapter discussion. And for today's segment, guys, we're going to be talking about is chapter 241, folks. Yes, the kings, Gloxinia and Dolor, actually finally face off with frickin' Chandler, folks. And nonetheless, though, it was a very quick fight, folks. I actually thought they would get a full chapter where they were actually gonna fight, go ahead with Chandler, give it their best. The Giant King brazing the freaking earth itself, bringing it down on Chandler. The Fairy King bringing all the freaking forms of his spear just down on Chandler. But no, we didn't get that. This was more of a dialogue, heavily dialogue influenced chapter in itself, because it was more or less to say that the old kings want something different for the new generation of the fairies and the new generations of the giant clan members, because of the fact that the old fairies, Gloxinia and Dolor, are actually blaming themselves for the fall of their own clans because of the way that they actually were upholding their clans back in the day, and they actually love the fact that King and Diane are actually doing this for their own clans themselves. It's very interesting how King King got a lot of praise from the freaking fairy king and Diane too, but in their own respective ways. For King in this chapter, King actually got respected more so or less because of the fact that he's very strong and he's able to be on par with the actual fairy king. And he actually stated that you still have time for your wings to grow, and because of the fact that your wings aren't fully grown yet, he will probably be the strongest fairy king that has been known so far. So that means that, wow, we're gonna get more development for King himself. I am just excited for that because of the fact King himself, like, wow, like there's gonna be more powers for you. Like, what the freaking heck, King? Just how powerful are you gonna get in this freaking chapter? I'm a little excited for that because I want to see what more King has to offer itself. And nonetheless, though, also if the wings are supposed to represent the powers of the fairies themselves, wow, that means that Gloxinia was at his max. So you're wondering too, then what more will King actually produce? Like, what other powers will he produce? Is he going to be able to actually summon these actual bugs? Because if you guys noticed in the chapter, Gloxinia was able to like summon these giant ass like hornet of some sorts. This hornet it came out of nowhere. It stabbed Chandler. So I'm wondering, wait, is that the spear itself transforming into like that giant hornet itself, or did he summon this creature in order for it to attack it? Like I said, it's very interesting to see. Maybe the spear of Kings will do the same thing. It'll transform into another actual animal, or in this case, I believe for King, I believe it's a bear, if I remember correctly. That'd be pretty interesting, though. Interesting, very, very interesting. But nonetheless, though, now we gotta move on to is Diane, though. Diane's actual involvement is very interesting because it's more or less the giants are gonna change their ways into more of a peaceful kind, and that's the way that the Lord wants it. He doesn't want them to be just a clan known for battling and just brute strength. He wants them to learn the actual of what real courage is, and courage is to be independent, to actually retreat from something that could actually, that I actually, like kill them, and that's the thing that Dolores is actually saying, is the fact that because with Diane, she was able to teach these giants that they have to value their own lives, value your own life. That way the next generation can actually see themselves become stronger, and so forth and so forth. Because it's all because the way that Dolores was explaining is because the way that the giants were diminishing is because of the fact that they just go headfirst into battle, and without even thinking for themselves or the next generation, they just diminish after a while. They're just battle-born giants. But that's not what the Lord wants them to be now. He wants them to be somebody. He wants them to change the world, which is pretty interesting in my opinion. And it was very funny because, like, for the new king of the giants, no, I mean the queen of the giants. It's like he had to catch himself when he said that. I thought that part was pretty funny, though. It was funny. But nonetheless, though, chapter very interesting. Can't wait to see what else is going to happen, because most of the time that this chapter was, like I said, it just very heavily focused on to carry the weight onto the new generation, which, like, I feel that King and Diana are going to be getting more power-ups. But for Diana, I feel like it's because of the fact she hasn't really been shown more of her battle strengths. So I feel like Diana is probably going to be showing off more of that crazy dance move that like involves moving the earth. I can't wait to see how that's going to be playing out. Ooh, can't wait. Can't wait. But nonetheless, though, like I said, I believe that's everything for this chapter, though. King and Diana were very, 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 very praised a lot by Dolores and Gloxinia, and I kind of feel bad for Dolores and Gloxinia for in this chapter because they put up a good fight, but they didn't make it. That's the thing that was horrible for me. They didn't make it. They didn't make it, but it's like at least they gave somewhat a good fight. Can't wait till it's animated too. Like I'm telling you, like the way Nakaba draws his fight scenes, they're just pretty interesting. It was down to the gritty knit, you know. So he's gonna focus on. So I'm wondering what the next chapter is gonna be heavily focused on too, because Chandler's not taken out. So like I'm wondering who is really gonna take out Chandler. Is it really gonna be Bond? Is it going to be Gauther? Gauther's still taken out. I wonder what Gauther's going to be doing now for the rest of the arc since he's taken down. So if Dolores Gloxinia didn't actually do anything, then what the fucking rock? Who's going to take out Chandler? Like, it has to be freaking, what's his name? Arthur Pendragon. It has to be him. There has to be somebody else. It can't be one of the Sins because they can't focus their whole entire fight with just the other parts of the Ten Commandments. They can't focus it on them. I'm telling you, like, it has to be Arthur Pendragon. Arthur Pendragon has to come out, and he has to do something in order for actually to make up for the time that he didn't get a lot of time to shine. Like I said, it's very interesting, folks, how these chapters are moving about. But let me know down in the comments below, guys. What are you guys' thoughts on the new generation of the Kings? And what are you guys' thoughts on Dolores Gloxinia's actual proposal for actually Diane and King? It's very interesting. I love the fact that, you know, did Diane and King actually also, you know, go out on the blaze? Diane and King. I'm sorry, Dolores Gloxinia. Did Dolores Gloxinia really go out on the blaze? If so, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Nanatsu no Taizai chapter discussions. And as always, guys, we'll see you guys again in the next video. But peace out, folks.